guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Loki Kia in super sunny Clearwater, Florida. And guess what? We have that mid-size sedan that's getting some changes for model year 2025. It's this vehicle right here. This is your refresh, updated, changed up 2025 Kia K5. This particular one is an EX trim. But before we get into this mid-size sedan from Kia's lineup, let's talk about what's going on here. You would know that it's been decades in the making that SUVs have been the top seller in the market. But what's nice is certain brands like Kia are still bringing sedans because they're still a great way to get your transportation needs for you, your family, and your friends. Now, of course, there's still some other big name brands out there, Honda, Toyota, Hyundai, that are bringing their mid-size sedans as well. Can't even forget about Nissan with the Altima. But you know what? This vehicle that just a few years ago replaced the Optima has been really a sweet spot in their lineup period because of the value that it brings. Now, for 2025, we have a new face to the K5, and wait until we get to the interior because there's all new technology. But what I want to find out is, if you're looking for the best new mid-size sedan, is the K5 the way to go over the mighty Honda Accord? Let's go ahead. Let's dive into our Yacht Blue. That's what it's called. Yacht Blue EX trim K5 and find out. Right off the bat, where are the changes? It all starts at the front of the business. So you're going to see our new updated headlight design. So you're going to have the new style and daytime running lamp. It actually extends above your headlights, then flows into the upper fender area, and then zigzags down into the front fascia. Very, very kind of aggressive style to the daytime running lamp and your turn signal. You do have your multi-LED beam headlights. Working our way down, this is all new for 2025. So we have a little bit of gloss black, a little bit of silver. My zonk is this. What is this supposed to be? Just this flat black, fake vent looking area. It would have been nice to put some stacked LED fog lamps in here, or at least make this a functional air curtain, because it is not. But I do like the way they brought some gloss black and that silver to the EX trim, and then the beautiful metallic yacht blue is absolutely stunning. Now, as we come across that tiger nose grille that Kia is known for, you'll see our new design with that triangular shape. You do have a forward-facing camera on the EX trim. Working our way into our lower bumper, I like the way this upper part extends out, and you can see how it dips down on both sides. And then all the way to the bottom, you do have a fully functional flat black grille area. And I like the way that they brought a little bit of flat black extension to the front lip. But let me know if you're liking the new face of the K5. Now, as we rise up, the hood is the same. Hood is exactly the same as a 2024. We, of course, have our Kia badge, which people are still Googling what car brand is called KN. It's actually Kia, everybody. Go out there, spread the word, please. Now, as we go around the bend, of course, if we have a new front end, we have new lights, we gotta have some new wheels. And when you go EX, what are you getting? You're getting this 18-inch wheel, nice machined aluminum, gloss black, very, very articulate in the design, very artistic design setup. And it's nice that it's an 18-inch wheel, 235 on the width, 45 series sidewall. This vehicle is front-wheel drive, but you can also get all-wheel drive as an option. Now, coming down the side, everything else is going to be the same as a 2024. So you are going to get your color-matched yacht blue mirror caps. Like the way they got the turn signals. Our EX trim has 360-degree cameras. You do have a nice panoramic style sunroof, and the way that they black all of it out looks very, very tasteful. Color matched on the door handles. And then on the EX, you just have a little bit of bright, shiny metal work along the top. And you'll notice how it flares out as you get into the rear and actually loops around the trunk area. What's interesting is that with this design, it looks like a Sportback, like the Stinger was, but it's not. It actually has a functional trunk lid rather than a hatchback style. Now, when we come around the back, just like we started, we have new lighting. We're gonna finish off with new lighting. You can see how they have that waterfall effect onto the side quarter panel, all LED, the Kia badge. It really kind of changes the look sharply at the rear of the vehicle, having that different lighting. And then you'll notice on the lower bumper area, also reshaped. We have some gunmetal metallic gray. My zonk is this. What the hell is this? These should be either functional exhaust openings or don't even put them there. Why is that there? I have no idea. Lower bumper area, you do have that simulated rear diffuser within the gloss black and the body color. But let me know what you think about the new changes to the exterior, because guess what? We have a big change underneath the hood when it comes to power. Let's get to it. All right, guys, we got the hood popped. You do have hood struts. Now, the interesting story is gone is the 1.6 liter turbocharged engine on the EX and the other trims except the GT. The GT still has that 2.5 liter turbocharged engine, but I guess to bring the two different trims together a little bit more between the GT and the rest of the pack, they got rid of the 1.6 turbo, and what do they replace it with? A 2.5 liter naturally aspirated inline four. Tasteful engine cover. What are we talking about though when we talking about horsepower and all that goodness? So like I said, 2.5 liter inline four, 191 horsepower, 195 pound-feet of torque. So you're getting more horsepower and more torque than the outgoing turbocharged engine. It is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 in about 6.8 seconds. The vehicle weighs 3,233 pounds. MPGs are going to be interesting because you're basically looking at 25 in the city, which for a midsize sedan is quite respectable. But then when you look at the highway, you're getting 36 MPGs on the highway. So nice to see that MPG total as it is. But let me know what your thoughts are about going from a turbocharged 4-cylinder, smaller displacement, to a larger displacement, naturally aspirated inline 4. While you're putting that in the comment section, let's fire it up and hear what this 4-banger sounds like. All right, guys, we are inside this 2025 updated, changed up Kia K5, this being the EX trim. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I'm glad I waited. I was about to get a new sedan. I'm glad I waited because I was really curious what Kia was going to do with the K5. I guess my question is, Joe, how much is it? That's a good question. MSRP for the EX trim, the way that this one is spec'd, is right at $35,380. Let's see how it stacks up to the big dog, the OG, the Honda Accord. To the door panels. I love the way they're bringing some nice wood trim. And it's not this fuddy-duddy old man style wood trim. It looks modern and classy and really upscale. A little bit of silver trim, soft touch on the armrest. The big zonk is the major amount of gloss black. Not only for the door handle, but also around the switchgear. Too much gloss black. You do have the Bose sound system, 12-speaker Bose sound system, and you do have a good-sized door pocket where you could easily get a Chipotle burrito, get the guac, even though guac costs extra, and some extra sour cream. Now, going from the door panel to the dash, same thing. We got the real wood finish. This is something that somebody missed. Look at that. This is the PDI film, the shipping film that they put on from the factory. Somebody missed that. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here for a gift for somebody. But soft touch material on the dash. You do have a little bit of gloss black, nothing too crazy. And then you slide on in, this is all new for 2025. You have not only one, but two 12.3-inch screens. And it's, of course, has your wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, navigation. You're still going to have all the great same features and apps that you have in all your other K5s and other Kias that we've seen in here. So very fast reacting, and just like the way it's just easy to use. Now, going to reverse, backup camera, nice resolution, 360. Got your trajectory lines. Look at this. We can do a little scan Would have been nice if the K5 was blue. So I am gonna have to zonk that. But the great news is it takes up most of the screen. Now, working your way down, you do get real knobs and buttons here. So real knobs for the AC. This is how you adjust your blower fan. This is all new for 2025. Down below, large opening, no lid. They figure you're just gonna leave it open anyways because you got your wireless charging, a place for 2 Twinkies, 2 USB-Cs, and a 12 volt with a cool door. This is gonna control that 8-speed automatic. You got 2 cup holders. You can put 2 Capri Suns here, no problem. We have our Kia key fob. Nice, sort of like a satin steel finish. Then we have our electric e-brake. You do get 3 stages of heated seats, 3 stages of ventilated seats, and 2 stages of heated steering wheel. We got our different drive modes. I'll show you that when you come to the business side. A place for your Jolly Ranchers, maybe some Tootsie Rolls. Soft material on the armrest, the stitching. Open it up, you got another USB-C in here. And what else can you put? You could easily put, I would say, 5 Beanie Babies. Either 5 Beanie Babies or you could probably get 5 My Little Ponies in there. Easy. Just so you know, Lori used to love My Little Pony when she was a kid. Sorry, Lori, I had to spill the beans. The seats, the leather style material, classy, simple, nice bolstering. You do have electric assist for the passenger. I have electric assist as the driver. The EX does come with the lighter headliner. Not sure how much I'm loving that, but what I am loving is you have one-touch operation on that panoramic sunroof and a very fast sunshade. But why don't you get your butt over here? I want to show you the changes behind the wheel of this K5. All right, guys, business time on this K5. You do have 2 memory seat settings. You got your seat controls, just like the passenger side. 10-way adjustable. That's pretty big news for a vehicle in this price point. I'm 6 feet tall. You can see how much room I'm in. Steering wheel, nice leather, nice horn button with the Kia badge, flat black on all the switch gear. It is a manual tilting and telescoping steering wheel. And then you do have that 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster. You don't, let's see if we have the corner. Yeah, you do have the corner cameras, which are great for those blind spots. I really love that technology. And then, of course, in the center display, you could scroll through a little tiny cornucopia of information. See how I can slide? Look at that, nice. And then check it out. We got our different modes. My Drive, which is your preferences. Normal, that's if you want to be a weirdo. And then Sport, if you're feeling quick. But why don't we go ahead, one more place to check out. Let's get into the back seat and see how this K5 stacks up to the Accord. All right, guys, back seat time. And you do have a ton of room back here, but if we are comparing it to the Accord has a little bit more. The backs of the seats, you have the plastic, which is, I think, good for when your kids are back here picking their nose and rubbing it on the back of the seat so you can clean it off. But I do like the way they have solid pockets. Put a back scratcher in there, an abacus, a Texas Instrument, maybe a Simon Says. Of course, you have rear AC vents, which are nice, and 2 USB-Cs down below. And then all the other materials feel great, just like up front. I got the real wood. They even do soft touch on the back doors. Sometimes on the back doors for the passengers, they put hard plastic. You gotta look. And then check this out. Nice size armrest, beefy, 2 cup holders. Why don't we go ahead, let's get into the trunk and see how much junk we can put in this new K5. All right, guys, time to get in the trunk. What's cool is that they hide the button for the trunk just to clean up the back of the vehicle. So it's right there in the gloss black. You hit that, opens up nicely. You're gonna be greeted to 16 cubic feet of space. And this is what I say, you don't have to get an SUV to get good cargo space. You have a nice low cargo floor. There is a spare, and you have the handles here to fold down the rear seats, which are gonna do that nice 60-40 split so you can get those long, big items from Costco, like the 6-foot-long sandwiches that they sell there. But why don't we go ahead? We got a new engine, right? Let's see how this Kia drives. So why don't we go ahead, let's fire it up and hit the open road. All right, guys, we are in this newly updated, changed up 2025 Kia K5, this being the EX trim. Right away, I think you're really gonna like the updates that they made to the interior, especially with the screens. Now they're a little larger, from 10.25 up to 12.3. You'll notice how there's really no glare on the screen. So they're putting a nice anti-glare finish on the screens to make sure you're able to see everything. Getting to the infotainment system is well within reach. Love the way that this EX trim has the heated and ventilated seats, especially on a hot Florida day like it is today. And then of course the updates that they made to the AC controls. Now, we have the 2.5 liter naturally aspirated inline four. I think what you're gonna immediately notice and appreciate with this engine change is there's more torque lower in the rev range with the 2.5 liter compared to the 1.6 liter with the turbocharged engine. So that's the good news. MPG's quite respectable. With this being a 9 hybrid, you'll notice those blind spot cameras, which aren't even a thing on the Honda Accord. And the fact that we have the panoramic sunroof and the leather style interior is really, really nice in here. Plus, we have wireless charging. Everywhere you're touching feels good in here, which is nice to know. And then great visibility, as was previous model years of the K5. But let's go ahead and go on throttle from a dead stop here. Nobody's behind us. On throttle, here we go. Nice. Much better than the 1.6 liter turbocharged engine. You're getting more horsepower, more torque. Still have the 8-speed automatic, and I do have it in sport mode. That's why you're noticing how it holds on to the gear and doesn't just shift to the next higher gear. It gives you a little bit quicker acceleration and not having to change through the 8-speed automatic as much. But with this being front-wheel drive, it has very good manners. You can get all-wheel drive. It's about a $1,700 option. So can't get all-wheel drive on an Accord, but you can get all-wheel drive in the Kia K5. Like I said before, scrolling through the information in the display is very easy, very straightforward. You have all the Kia DriveWise safety features. And the seats are very comfy, especially the lower cushion, lower part of the seat cushion really cradles your legs, especially if you have long legs like I do. Cradles them very, very well to really just hone in on more comfort, which is nice. But I think it's one of those things that, like I said, because sedans are still available, you should take advantage of it, because you're actually going to have a better driving experience than in an SUV, because you have a lower center of gravity and you're still getting very, very usable trunk space. Plus, sedans are just easier to get in and out of than SUVs, to be honest with you. But those blind spot cameras make changing lanes such an easy task. Plus, you have your blind spot monitoring, the lane keep assist, emergency brake assist. So they're going to keep you safe in this Kia. All right, guys, one more time. Testing out this 2.5 liter new in the K5 here, the EX. On throttle, here we go. I like the way the dash doesn't have a crazy amount of information. It's got some cool little graphics, but it's not, you know, just bombarding you with all this weird information. And another thing to understand is that if you want to manually shift, you're going to have to use the shifter. There's no paddles behind the wheel. But I'm hoping that this has been a good overall review of what the Kia K5 EX is all about for 2025. We're going to get back to where this one started and wrap it up. So I'll see you in a nanosecond. It's been another great day here at Loki Kia. Definitely want to thank Robert, Danny, the rest of the crew, getting us this Yacht Blue 2025 Kia K5 EX. Let me know what you think about the changes. Is it enough to compete with the Accord, or are you going to go the Honda route? Let me know in that comment section. But if you're new to the channel, you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raise Rise family. Need to give it up to Stephen Flood Photography. Follow him on Instagram, Facebook. Sometimes on Facebook, he actually comes up with these quotes and sort of like life philosophy, which it may invigorate your life. So see what the heck Stephen Flood is saying, because I know people are curious. But show him some love in the comment section. Thank you, Stephen, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.